I compiled a list of 25 tasks to complete in the long dark, randomized the order, and then smacked them onto a bingo card. Now, I have one in-game week to score bingo, and there is no free space. For this regional bingo, I'm only allowed to explore Mystery Lake. My interpretation of tasks is always mutual exclusivity. Completing one task cannot count as another. For example, I cannot complete Survive and Roar outside on the same night that I complete Sleep in the Train Derailment. Synergy is alright, for example, rifling 3 wolves on the way to collect a survey location, but mutual exclusivity must be maintained. I get an absolutely marvelous spawn right here at the rail tunnel entry. Camp office isn't too far, and it's like the middle of the morning, which is absolutely perfect, except this clamorous, carnivorous caper K9 here to thwart my stalwart good time. Made it to camp office though. Not much in the way of clothing, but we do have some antibiotics, which is great for food poisoning. And it turns out we actually did find some clothes and a couple matches as well. Now we won't be getting colder while we're inside. With some time to think, I decided to go for row 2. It seems like something I can do. The hardest item is probably bringing mending to level 2. The second hardest might be catching those 3 different fish because we need a bunch of fishing lines. So the real issue there is getting a lot of guts early on so that we can craft them. As a failsafe, I'll also go for row 1. That one is less dependent on hunting, just snaring a rabbit. But I need guts for that too, because in order to make snares, I need guts. So really, it seems like guts are the limiting reagent in this challenge. And that's just kind of way that the bingo card randomization shook out. I want to explore more just to gather goods for the rest of the week. There are wolves down by the lake, so I took the trail to the cabins. Looks like 2 of them are burned down this time. So many stones! Actually, I think that I'll shift to the first row completely. I snuck and I got more stones and dodged this bear before heading to that last lakeside cabin. A snow shelter takes 15 sticks and 5 cloth, and the rock cache is 50 stones. I'm definitely gonna need those guts by tomorrow, by any means necessary, so I'm gonna have to hunt very soon. Please, bear, be far. Where is it? The bear being gone is way scarier than it being far because now I just have no idea where it is. The first fishing hut had a sewing kit in there. Oh, there's the bear. So random. Great, Revo ammo. In the third fishing hut, I found some more line. This is awesome. And I got rocks on rocks on rocks. But throughout the night, I just made some water. That's one thing off the bingo list line. Rock cache is down. So freaking cool, man. 30 kg of space in here. That's really awesome. And I can store meat in there. Let's go for rabbits. Pull up, run down. Super stinky. Immediately pulled a wolf. And I'm probably gonna pull the one from the railway too. But this is great because that's 2 guts, right around the 24-hour mark. I'm gonna head for that overlook today. The plan for snaring rabbits is to head over to the trapper's homestead since I know rabbits live out back and there are no wolves. Or at least I've never seen a wolf by those rabbits before, so it should be relatively safe. Ooh, lucky. 2 more sewing kits and a sewing book and a hatchet.
Thank goodness.
3 out of 11 survey locations. This book is a riveting read. I just couldn't put it down. I finished the whole thing in one night. Just an absolutely awful storm set in this morning. I'm gonna sew just a little bit more to pass the time. Gonna head for the dam from here and then hit a few more surveys along the way. Got a couple of puppers out there on the track. I gathered some acorns too.
I could use this.
4 out of 11 surveys. Got into a tussle but scared off the wolf pretty easily, so let's push some more.
I could use this.
Walking to the hydro dam now, gonna stop by this car for another survey location. The secret note. Secret tunnel! Made it to the upper dam and then crept around, looting just a little bit before eventually finding the storm lantern. And then hunkering down and getting some sleep. Looting some more, I eventually found a parka, and that'll help us stay much more warm. Unfortunately, the rifle isn't where I really know it to be. I mean, I've seen it spawn in one other place, just up these stairs or up the climb, however you get here. There's a hatchet in this area, and it's definitely not any other place that I know Vaughn's rifle can spawn at. So maybe it's in the Trapper's Homestead, or maybe the Trapper's Homestead has a Revo for us. Either way, it looks like we have no protection on the way back. 7 out of 11 survey locations down from the Carter Hydro Dam, and then the entrance to the ravine makes 8 out of 11. On the way back, mapped Allen's Cave, so that's 9 out of 11. A painstaking, particularly persistent pest attacks multiple times just as we're trying to get back to camp office. We hit the ice fishing huts for 10 out of 11. Super extra tired now, I decided to take the lake trail back to camp office instead of running into those wolves. And I'm kind of glad I did, because it's really beautiful and it was a pretty peaceful walk. Back at the camp office, we made the snow shelter. And it's really freaking cool, man. This is actually my first time ever making one. Oh yeah, it's time for some acorns, man. Some tasty snacks, man. And that's another X off the bingo card. I'm gonna hang out here in the snow shelter for a while, just to avoid cabin fever while we wait for those guts to finish curing. We'll end the challenge over at the Trapper's cabin once they're done. You know, actually, I'm gonna grab Dave's quiet clearing survey location just to get one more X off the bingo card. I know that I could have mapped the Trapper's homestead, but since I'm waiting, I might as well grab this. Also, while we're here, we're in the neighborhood, so might as well hit the prepper cache that's around. Some risky business, but we're now here. Fingers crossed, hoping that this place will be packed up, but unfortunately, it's just another abandoned shelter.
I need to find food.
It was a good adventure for the day though, so let's get back to camp office. Well, a couple of hours from day 6 proper now. Let's go set up the Trapper's homestead real quick while I have some time. I'll probably see a wolf on the way. My plan is to build another snow shelter there so that I can watch the snares as the rabbits hop around. I need 45 minutes to set that snow shelter up, so doing it now could be super helpful. There's the little buster over there. Ah, a sneaky one. Made it to the Trapper's homestead, popped down the snow shelter, and now we have the perfect vantage point on the snares that we're gonna set up. Checking out the Trapper's homestead building itself. Oh, there's a snare in here. Awesome, dude. Let's go grab it. Placed it down, watched for just a little bit, and then made an adjustment because I can see the rabbit's path now. Now we wait. Unfortunately, there was no success, and I don't want this snare to break while I'm gone, so let's just bring it back with me. Making sure I clear out the homestead properly this time, there is no Revo in here. No Revo, no rifle, nothing really. Found some nice warm shoes though. Let's just head back. Whew, these wolves are sneaky, and I've got to make it back before nightfall. If an aurora comes, we'll be attacked, and that's bad news bears for us. The other thing, if there's bad weather all day tomorrow, I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get those snares placed. Whew, we made it, and it turns out there was no aurora anyway. A watched pot never boils, but this isn't a watched pot, and it better not boil. Yeah, got both snares. But unfortunately, there is a bad storm outside, and we are now losing time. Alright, we finally made it here, and there are rabbits. But where do we set them up? I settled on this spot since they tend to roam around here a lot. Let's try a couple different methods of catching. Scaring them toward the trap. Nope. Actively waiting. Huh? It threaded the needle? Bro, I swear I just saw that thing go through. Throwing stones. Nope. Huh? It did! Look, the tracks go straight through the snare. This is blasphemy. This is heresy. This is madness. This is Sparta! Hey, look, I said it so perfectly. How about a super stealthy, precise manual placement? Look at this cheese! It doesn't get any more obvious than this, man. I am absolutely doomed to lose this run. Again! And again! Oh man, they're just not gonna get caught. All throughout the day and into the night, I kept trying and I kept trying. I just need to get a single rabbit on this snare to win. Oh man, whatever. I guess I'll just come back to check in the morning.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
As another blizzard set in and the day grew colder, so did our hopes to win this challenge. And just like that, the time that we have is finished. I failed. This time there is no KiloBingo, but I learned a lot and I had a load of fun. So this will not be my last time trying this.